Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning into another episode of the Dumpster Diaries Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Justin Allen, and today I'm here with a good buddy of mine, Josh Terra.
Hey.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming in, man.
All right.
Yeah, I know you've been wanting to get on the show for a while. So we met in the comedy scene here in Shreveport.
Yep.
And, I just moved to the city, brought the studio out here, and you kind of reached out and you're like, hey, man, this is something I want to try.
Yeah, you just kind of popped up, and I was, you had me curious, so I was, wanted to see what you had going on.
Yeah, I got to say, man, I've been really impressed with the guys in Shreveport because everyone's super friendly and super cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I've gotten so many people from just the comedy scene that we do here wanting to come onto the show and like talk about it and share. Some of them share some wild stories. Some of them just talk about the comedy scene, what's going on, So I had Garrett Nelson on a few weeks ago, and great interview. But it's kind of funny because he is so young, so there's not like that longevity for life experience,
right.
So
it's hard to take advice from him, but he also has been killing it. So it's like, all right, I guess I'll take a listen.
For a 22-year-old kid, I got to tell you, that's one of the funniest guys I've ever seen, man. And he's like the youngest out of like all of us that are doing it.
I was sitting, it was before I started actually getting up on stage, and I watched him. I was like, man, I got jealous about it. I was like, man, he's great. And I'm like, I should have already been doing this because he's about to just take off, and like I'll be chasing that forever.
I can see him going somewhere with it. I can see him. So you obviously do stand-up comedy too.
I do the open mics, yeah.
Yeah, the open mics.
Let's clarify. I do the open mics, yeah.
Hey, it's a hard world out there for stand-up.
It is.
It looks, because when you see a pro do it, it looks like it's easy. And I think that's why everyone thinks like, oh, I could do this. I could try it out. It's not that hard. And then you get on stage and you realize it is not easy.
I went away to do it. I went to Tyler, Texas to do it. My first
Rose
3
City?
times. I went to Rose City for their open mics before they got to their big venue, because I was like, I want to try this out, but I'm not doing this here. I'm not gonna do this here and then not be able to come back to Tiki Bar.
Yeah,
because I didn't do it good. So I was like,
you're so embarrassed.
Yeah, I was like, let me go try this over here. No one's over here. I can do what I want.
Yeah,
and then come back. And then sure enough, did you get to meet Glenn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure enough,
I've done shows with Glenn before.
Okay.
Like out in Texas.
I went on a week that he was headlining at Rose City. So they did like the open mic, and then he just, for whatever reason, they had like a finisher for the open mic, and it was him. So I get there and I sign up, and then he walks in and he's like, he looked at me like his old, like one of his old one night sits. He doesn't stand much. So.
Yeah.
And he came over to me.
Fake hip will do that. Yeah.
He came over to me and was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I came to do this." And then he's like, "Oh, being sneaky about it." Okay. And so he kind of caught me, and I was like, "All right, well, I guess I got to start doing it in Shreveport now." Yeah. Gigs up, he kind of caught me on that.
Yeah, we've had some of the guys from Rose City out there in Tyler. We've had them on. PJ Dollard and Jason McAdams. We've had them on before too.
Yeah, I met Jason. I talked to him at Rose City quite a bit.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I don't want to say quite a bit. A couple times that I've been there, talked to him because he's pretty good friends with the guy I was trying to like hang out with more over there, Benjamin Ely.
Yeah,
because same kind of upbringing. Like, he's pastor and he's doing comedy, and so I was like, all right. So
Did you like Rose City?
Yeah, especially their new venue is amazing.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. I haven't seen it in person.
I've only done it once there at their new place, and I mean, it's too busy. So like, you had only 3 minutes, and I was still figuring out how to get anything out in that time. So I haven't been back since then. But I plan on trying to go back again to go give it a try.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, man. I mean, especially I've talked to PJ and Jason quite a bit, and PJ definitely he's tried to get me to come out there and do it. But it is a little bit of a drive. It's 2 hours for 3 minutes. That's why I'm kind of like, if I was already there, for sure. Absolutely.
And I'm on a Monday night, too, at that.
Yeah, it's a Monday night, so you're going to be getting back here. It's going to be pretty late.
Yeah, pretty late, yeah.
But yeah, man, I love stand-up comedy. I mean, for me personally, I don't care to make a career out of it. I literally just do it as a hobby. If something came out of it, started getting paid a little bit, that'd be great. Yeah. That'd be cool. But for me, it's the ultimate form of therapy, because I don't know how you write, but what I do is I basically do a bunch of one-liners, right? Like I just write them on like index cards or whatever.
Gotcha.
And I throw them out there and see if they laugh, yes or no, and which ones are good, which ones aren't. And then I'll perform those at Tiki here in Shreveport. And then when they were doing it at the Corner Lounge, I would do it there too. And then there's 2 places out in East Texas that I'll do it. And then I'll run through those for a little while. I'll see which ones work the best. And then those one-liners become the punchlines to my jokes. So now I've started actually writing basically essays. Like I tell a story because my rule on stage is all my stories are true. Like I don't make anything up.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Same.
so all the any crazy dark stuff you hear, it's all true. And so I'll write this essay and it just seems sad. And then I come back with all the one-liners, the punchlines, and then I start throwing it in there. I'm like, okay. And so I'm just now really getting to the level of like starting to tell a story versus just stand there and read off cards. Because I'll tell you, one-liners are really hard because anytime you show up to a comedy show and you try to do them, everyone just looks at you like, what is this? You know, because there's no context, there's no backstory or anything, and you just got 50 cards. And
your face when you did it, that's what kind of made it a little more like oh, all right, like he's like you just have this. It's partly deranged, but like kind of like excited golden retriever.
Yeah,
like you're right in the crosshairs of that. And so it made it like, all right, well, let me see what he's got going on in here.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah. It's getting better. I notice every time that I do it, I get better at it. You know, I get more confident. Because my issue that I really had with stand-up comedy is the confidence on stage. I'm like, my heart's going 90 to nothing, getting ready. There could be, I can know everyone in the room. It could be 5 people in the room and I know them and we're totally fine, like whatever. But I still inside be having this like panic attack anxiety. And I'll just be like, oh my gosh, like this is going to be intense. And then I do it. It'll be fine. But slowly it's starting to get better. Like I don't get as nervous anymore. But one thing that happens to me, and I can't help it, it's an adrenaline thing, is my hands start shaking.
Oh man, the first time at Rose City, my leg was shaking. Like
That's the worst because you can't stand.
Yeah,
right.
It was pretty visible. I was holding my iPad because it was the first time I got up. So they were like, "Come on, you can have the iPad. You're fine." So I had my iPad and just my leg is just going back and forth.
So I take all the stories, like usually pretty traumatic stuff from my past, and then I just talk about it on stage and laugh about it. And it's my way of like getting it out, but it's cheaper than therapy. So like, you know, I don't know. And then occasionally people will hear something good out of it, you know. But it's funny because I will say some of these crazy things on stage, but then if you meet me off stage, I'm like probably one of the nicest people you ever meet, you know. And it's like, did he just say all that? You know, it's like, yeah.
I don't have any traumatic experiences as a kid. It was a pretty easy childhood. Nothing crazy happened. So I just draw from right now. Like, so I'm talking about my fiance. I'm talking about my bonus daughter. My
very family oriented.
Yeah,
that's what I like about your style because you come off like how I picked up on it, and what I've seen is you come off as a very genuine person with it, and then not to mention on top of it, all your comedy is clean, which is such a rare thing to find. I think maybe you might be the second person that I've met that will do straight, just clean comedy, you know? Because anybody can say something crazy and get a shock factor,
right?
You know? And sometimes that's a little cheap, but if you want to like really test your ability to write as a comedian, write some clean comedy because it's not just a knock joke like that. That gets kind of hard to do, you know.
Well, I think that's where I can be the funniest is not using the words that most people would put in there. Like, let me show you if I can find another word to put in here. I need to work on faces too. That's something I think you had pretty good with yours. Is your constant expressions you would show.
Yeah,
that's what kind of made your note card that you're reading like more interesting.
Yeah, like where I look shocked reading it sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. It just added more depth to what you're talking about instead of like, so that way we're not looking at you like, let me just read off note cards.
Well, because it's not just with any kind of performance, and I'm not a pro by any means, and it's not just material that you write, like it's actual like performance. That's one thing that I'm really starting to learn because professional comedians make it seem so fluid and so easy to do, but the thing is they have done that set. By the time you watch that special, they have done that set hundreds of times, like down to every footstep is mapped out. How they're opening their arms, how they're smiling, when they laugh, if they do, like everything is timed out just perfect. And so I think the first few times I got on stage, I just ran through material like, blah, 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 you know, like you might as well be
Chris told me I had to slow down. I mean, I was, he's still talking to Evans most of the time. I'm like, hey, Chris, I'm done here. Like, on stage, hey, Chris, I'm done here. You can go ahead and come up.
Have you ever just bombed completely and never got a laugh at all? Not even like a courtesy laugh, like a chuckle.
No, I think I get courtesy laughs. They kind of see that I'm nice, and they're like, oh, "He's a sweet guy. We gotta give him something." So it's never been just crickets.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've ever been fully genuine laughs either. So
yeah. I've walked off stage and you could hear a pin drop before, and I'm just like, that was not the crowd to do that in front of, and because sometimes, and I've actually gotten away from it now because with politics, right? Not to get into politics really, but I would make a lot of jokes about politics for the longest time, and every time it would bomb. And I just have this theory that if you're going to make fun of anything, you get to make fun of everything. Okay, it's equal playing field.
Right.
I like to keep people confused where you don't know if I vote for the left or the right, because I might make fun of, someone on the left, and then you're like, yeah, and then you'll
well,
see,
they're all goofy. Yeah,
you'll see
make
people
fun of them all.
Yeah, I used to literally what I used to do is I would make fun of Joe Biden, and like some of the shows I do out in East Texas are like kind of out in the country, so typically it's more like conservative people.
Yeah,
who are
it's
like
gonna go well
supporters. Yeah, so they'd be like, yeah, like it's almost like turning into a rally, really. Yeah. And then I turn around with the Trump jokes. And then give it right back to them. And that every time suck the air out of the room. But now with the way things are going in the world, it don't matter which side you pick. If you mention that, it just... So I advise, especially like upcoming comedians, young ones, unless it's really, really funny, I'd just stay away from politics. Just stay out of it. It's too much of a sensitive subject right now. You're better off with the racial jokes, like honestly,
For sure.
So... But yeah, man, I had a tough time with some of those. And the sad part is they were pretty funny, at least to me, And that was also a problem that I found that I ran into was I would write jokes that I thought were funny. And then I would go and read it to 30, 40, 50 people and find out
I haven't got that
not funny. Yeah. But yeah, so how long have you been doing stand-up, like messing with it? Man, because you're still like green. You're new to the game, man.
Yeah, so but the problem is I start slow. I jump in, do it when I can. I tend to have to take my stepdaughter to Fort Worth, every other weekend. So that way that takes away, time away. And then just had a new baby girl. So
that's right. Yeah, I remember you.
A lot going on to where it's hard to get there every Friday to keep trying this. And then just also like being with my family.
Yeah.
So I've probably only been doing it for about a year, to answer your question. About a year.
Yeah.
But it's so inconsistent with, like, it hasn't been a full year of just constant, time showing up. So about a year.
Yeah. Let's go. I mean, yeah, because I see, like, that's one thing that I do admire about you and, your comedy is very family-oriented. And that's super cool to see because you don't really see that a whole lot. Like, I can't tell you how many people whether through film projects I've worked on or stand-up comedy, whatever it may be, the entertainment aspect, everyone's divorced, everyone...
It's all dark, yeah. Everyone's got a sad story because they're divorced, they're alone. I guess that's really
right,
it.
You ain't going to kick me while I'm down, all right? But no, yeah, so it's good to, like, I would say, honestly, Josh, lean into that because there's the people that could relate to your story are so severely underrepresented in comedy, from my perspective, at least... that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I every time I go to the open mics and I hear other people's comedy, I'm like, this ain't really getting me. Yeah. Like I'm not relating to this.
Yeah. Like someone gets up there, starts talking about spending 2 months in rehab. It's like, well, I never really had those kind of problems.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're going through. Next.
Yeah, for sure. My thing is like I always just make fun of relationships. So, because I had a really good one. For a long time, and so I have nothing bad to say about her. But once that ended, then it was just bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship. And
that's so few. Oh, go ahead.
That's always like the big red flag with people is like if someone's telling you, "Oh, all my exes are crazy." No, I got one that wasn't, but the other ones that followed, and so I kind of had to take a step back, and for a little while at least. So. But
I have so few of them I can go back on. So like that's not a big area I can really talk about. Just there wasn't that many until I got to where I am. Like okay, this is good. Okay.
How long have you and your wife been together, man?
So I've known her since 2012.
Oh wow. Okay, so 14 years.
No,
I've known her for 14 years. Yeah.
I went to work. She was the first girl I noticed at that work, and I was like,
yeah.
And she was not doing that. And
really? Just not interested at all? Like,
no, not at all.
Oh, isn't that great? That's always
Took
fun.
11 years.
What?
Yeah. Took 11 years. Now we were we went went separate ways.
Okay, I was gonna be like persistence you have in that. That is like some Shawshank Redemption level stuff.
There was years where we were around each other where I was trying and between every boyfriend like hello and she was still not having it. But we went our separate ways. We found some people that didn't do us so well.
Yeah,
and then. Spent about 2 years.
Minor distractions.
Yeah, we spent about 2 years trauma bonding with each other, and then I was like, "Hey, what are we doing here? We gonna what's going on?"
And she's probably gonna watch this. What did you do to my man? Like, come on, 11 years, bro.
Yeah,
I would have tapped out after 11 days. I would have been like, I can't do this. Sorry. Dang.
I just knew. First person I just saw when I walked into PetSmart, I was like, "This gotta be it."
Dude, I don't know. That's like a Hallmark movie right there, man. Come on, gosh. She got any friends?
No, she's antisocial. That's why she don't come out with me whenever I come do comedy. She has a very few selective amount of friends.
Yeah.
And
that was one thing I did kind of worry about when you were messaging me because you're extremely busy, and so you were like, "Hey, I can only really do this late at night." Because FYI, ladies and gentlemen, you can't tell, but it is 10 o'clock at night right now. So, and I was like, man, like, I wonder. I didn't want like your old lady to be like, so you're just gonna go do this random podcast at 10 o'clock.
She likes that, yeah. If I disappear at night, she's like, "Oh, good, all right," and she can sit back, just kind of just nothing going on, finally some quiet.
Kids are asleep, all that stuff. Yeah. So how long have you guys been married?
So we're still engaged.
Engaged. Sorry,
we've been together for I think 3 years, coming up in August.
Congratulations, man. Yeah. You got like a date set for the wedding and all that? Nope.
Just
riding that out.
We've been engaged for I think 2 now. In August it'll be 2 again. So just trying to do all the adulting stuff. We have the kid that the baby that we're trying to figure things out with. And
is that y'all's only kid together?
Only kid, yeah. So she had a little girl, and then this is our little girl.
You're like committed at this point.
Yeah, we're in.
The point of no return.
It's getting kind of serious.
I think we can move to the next stage of our relationship. Yeah.
And that should be it. I got these 3 girls, and that's it.
Heck yeah, man, that's awesome.
Because I so cool. Couldn't imagine getting another girl in the house.
Yeah, you're pretty outnumbered, man.
Yeah. I have Murphy, a dog, and then there's also a boy cat in there too. So he's kind of in the club, but it's just us. That's all I get.
I know you have a passion for comedy. Do you crack a lot of jokes in the house? Like, are you like the jokester at the house with a family?
I try to be.
Or do they just look at you like cringe? Like, what are you doing, Dad?
A little bit like that. Well, I can get the 6-year-old to laugh. The 1-year-old, she's starting to laugh a little bit more about what I'm doing. Fiance is the hardest one to crack.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's hard to figure her out.
Man. 11 years, man. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to like process that. That's some persistence.
Oh yeah. So we have these really good friends that we've always been around, and that's kind of what made us. That's what kind of made it to me. I'm like, do you not see what's going on here? We have these 2 friends that are like there are like couple friends, and we're their 4th and 5th or 3rd and 4th wheel all the time. You can't see that like. This should be like we're always double dating, except you want to go somewhere else.
Did she ever come out to watch you perform?
No, but I haven't asked her to. Yeah, I'm like, whenever I get something that's good enough that I'm like, all right, this is something I want you to see.
Oh, dude, I will tell you about the first time I ever did stand up. It was the worst ever. I did it at Austin Hall in Nacogdoches, Texas. Don't ever go there. Open mic night. Buddy of mine started a company. Small Price Productions. They host comedy shows throughout East Texas. Go to his shows. Just don't go to that venue. Austin Hall. He doesn't do it there anymore. Whatever. Look it up. Links in the description. But anyway, so they had an open mic. It was like the first one that his company did. This is probably 3 years. Well, I'd done stand up before, but this was like the first time I was like, all right, I'm gonna actually like really try to do this. And I invited all my friends. 10 people showed up. You want to know how many people were in that audience?
10.
Like 12. So, and I'm pretty sure that a couple that was there just thought it was a bar. And it wasn't. But I get up there, and it is the worst performance.
I haven't invited anybody.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah, no.
Don't.
Until I have something that is set, that works, that I know that like I have the confidence behind it, that this is going to be like, this is a breeze, then I'm not inviting anybody.
Yeah. But I gotta give credit. They came, they saw, and dude, it was so bad when I got off stage when we got done. So we stayed for the rest of the show to see everyone else, and because they actually had like out of town performers coming in to perform there, and my friends were all just like, "What was that, dude?" I just blacked out. I had no idea. I was just like, I don't know. I started rambling. I was talking like a CVS receipt prints off, man. Like it was, and it just was not good. And I don't think I got on stage for like 6 months after that. It was just so embarrassing and gut wrenching, And then I got back on again and then bombed and then got back on again and then bombed. And then it started getting back on more frequently and I was bombing and bombing and bombing. And then I realized, oh, you're just drinking before you go on stage. Oh, yeah, no. Stop doing that, because I would do it for like confidence. I'd be like, all right, I'm loose.
That's what my fiance, she tried to get me to do that. She's like, because the first time I went, like why is she going over to Tyler, Texas? And she even made a Facebook post for me to kind of give me a little boost in confidence. And she was like, just do like a little shot real quick before you go. I'm like, that's just seems like the worst idea. And I don't want to develop that dependency on it to like have to do it because I want to try to keep on doing this.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to, use alcohol to make this doable. I want if I can't do it on my own, then I don't need to be doing it then.
Yeah, for sure. That's my philosophy with it because I quit drinking entirely, and then once I quit drinking altogether, then I was like, okay, I'm actually going to take stand up serious because prior to that, all I've been taking serious is this media company. So I do photography, podcasting, and then I'm working on some film projects for that too. And so I was always really serious about that. But that was always more in my control. I can edit things. I can decide how I can direct the narrative here, right? But with stand-up, you can't really do that. Like you can do your jokes, you can do your set, but ultimately, I don't care what anyone says. Ultimately, it comes down to the crowd whether or not that's going to be good.
Right.
That's really you're trying to impress them and win them over. And so I just found that I wanted to take it serious and I've gotten a lot better, which isn't saying much because I'm not good. So, but I've gotten a lot better at it, and alcohol really will cloud your mind with that stuff. Because one thing I found is it made it easier to forget what I was going to say.
Right.
And even though I wouldn't be, say, completely plastered or anything like that, just that 3 or 4 beers or whatever that I would have, the hour or two prior or whatever, then it would just be easy to have a brain fart. And with a spotlight and a microphone in your hand and you're the only one talking.
Recipe for disaster. Yeah.
That's the worst time to have a brain fart is to not know what you're going to say next, So then it would be a lot of awkwarding, a lot of ums and ahs and stalling and trying to come up with something in the moment when I had nothing to go off of. And another thing that helped me too was starting to engage with the crowd a little bit. For the longest time, I never did that. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
because I don't like.
That's how I started too. Like I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to do the like. Does anybody in here do this? Like I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
or at least I didn't think so.
So I do it now a little bit, but I make a point. I'm not mean about it at all because I hate the feel. Because I've been to a lot of professional shows and stuff. I've had crowd work done on me where it's like hateful and like mean, right? Like it's just like, dang, like come on. I mean, they're funny jokes to everyone else, but it didn't feel good to me. But I, shrug it off. This is part of the show, whatever. I don't take it. It's nothing personal, obviously. But then I just remember having this feeling, and I was like, I don't want to ever make someone feel that, like especially if they pay to come to a show. So I try to, in the best way possible, especially with the type of comedy I do, I try to engage them a little bit, but they're not the butt of the joke. I try to bring them in on the joke where we laugh about it together.
Same. Like I'll try to. I have a joke about. There's something about. I'm doing this paired app with my fiance, and the first couple weeks it's easy breezy questions, and then they finally hit you with some hard ones like back to back. And one of them, the first one was, "What is something Mallory can do better?" Like, have you ever? And I would usually talk to an audience member like, if your partner asked you or answered the question of what can you do better, you can be happy. Especially mainly women. Men, I think, can take it a lot better. They're like, all right, I guess I gotta get better at this. But the other way around, like telling a woman they could do better at something doesn't go over well. And that was the first, like, that was what, like, easy questions before that. Then they hit you with that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try to engage the women, like, what's it like?
Yeah.
What's it like whenever your man asks you that?
Yeah.
Or if they were to answer that question, how are you going to feel about them at that moment?
Yeah.
And I've been trying to work on that and trying to figure out how I can get more fluid with that question.
Dude,
ask the audience.
You're like the perfect fiance, man. Like, you do a paired app with her too. 11 years, Mallory? 11 years. Really?
Some of these questions are tough, and like, it's like, why do I sign up? Like, why do I agree to do this?
Yeah.
Because it does require like you to be accountable about things. Like, because it's like,
for sure,
this is questions about me.
Yeah,
like, it's where you're the one that's doing the wrong thing. So you got to like.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you this. That does remind me. It's a quote I've been using here lately. I was watching it. I saw it on a show. But it talks about that cringe, that awkward feeling, right, that people get. So, obviously, easy one is get it in stand-up comedy, right? But you can apply that into every aspect of your life, like whether it be a relationship with an intimate partner, it could be doing a job interview, whatever it may be. That cringe, that awkwardness feeling that 99% of people avoid like the plague, you have to go through it because everything you want is on the other side of that. And if you really stop and think about it, you realize that's the key to a good relationship. That's a key to being successful in your passion and your drive. It unlocks everything. So I try now to run towards that feeling, And sometimes I hate it.
Well, when we were trying to figure out what me and Mallory were, like that I had to I had to just throw it out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because what I did was...
I'm doing it right now, bro. I'll tell you that in a minute. Oh, yeah.
I invited her to a family reunion because I was going to be closer to where she lived at the time.
Yeah.
And there's a river that's Guadalupe in Texas that we
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I was like, you want to come float the river with my family? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so full disclosure, it's a family reunion.
Yeah.
She didn't catch that in text. So like it went unnoticed. So she shows up because she agrees like, yeah, I'd love to come to that. So she travels down, and then we're at the park with my family, and she's like, oh, I got a lot of family here. And then more keep on coming. She's like, how much of your family's coming? I was like, well, it's a family reunion.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, they're all gonna be here, literally.
She's like, I didn't know it was a family reunion. I'm like, I immediately pulled up the phone, went over and receipts. There you go. Like I said it. And then we had a great time. And then, the family reunion was over and she left. And I was like, I had a text like, hey, so what's, are we going to, what is this? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Are we going to keep on down this road where we're just kind of parallel and just kind of, or are we're going to be together? What's going to happen? So I had to bring that out, and like she I feel like she was silent forever on the drive home, and finally,
shoot, she drove down with you?
No. Like she drove back to where she was at, and I was driving.
Okay, I just imagine you guys in the car together.
No.
Like you pop the question right there, and then it's like, okay, we got 4 hours to get back home.
No. We were already driving back our separate ways, and I had asked her just like, Are we? Is this something that we're going to be us thing with? Like, what's going on? Because I mean, you came from a family reunion, girl.
Yeah. You just don't invite someone you're casually
dating.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, and she kind of danced around the question because she was nervous about it too, and it was on the other side of the awkward. Yeah. On the other side of that cringe, and we both had to walk through it.
Yeah.
To get to where we're at now.
Yeah, dude, that's
now we got a beautiful
great story, man. Yeah, I mean, there's something about it, and I think the average person, the normal person, they avoid that feeling like a plague. Like they really do, and which totally makes sense because no one wants to feel that because it's a horrible feeling. But if you look at the people who have succeeded in whatever their own right may be, they all did that to some degree. They all basically, for lack of better words, take a chance, man. Do it, and own it. If you're gonna do it, don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and whatever it may be, And I decided to do that with comedy now. So looks like you are too, man.
And that's the other reason why I chose to go to Tyler. Because I mean, if you drive to Tyler,
it's safe.
And you set out that you're gonna go get on stage. Well, you're not gonna drive an hour and a half and then not get up there.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, like to me, that's like,
If you
I
did
didn't.
that, I would be like, don't ever try this again.
Yeah.
Like,
So
if you drove an hour and a half, 2 hours to get somewhere to go up for, less than 5 minutes, and then you backed out of it, I'd just be like, don't even, don't do this. Give up now. You have to like put yourself in those positions, because I talk myself up because there's times where I don't feel like doing it, where I'm like, I don't want to do my old material, especially if we're like, at the Tiki Bar and Grill here in Shreveport every Friday at 8 p.m., by the way, is I'm like, well, all these people that come in here, these regulars, right? They've already heard that. I don't want to do that again. So then I'm like, all right, let me try something newer.
That's also why like I have a hard time showing up every week. Cause I'm like, I didn't do anything new this week. Like I haven't figured out something new to say. I don't want to get up there and do it again. But then I think I'm like, all right, well, Evan, he's killing it. He's doing the same thing. I've heard him do the same thing several times. It's like what we have to do.
Yeah.
Like if,
it's the nature of the beast.
it's if you want to do comedy good, it's what you have to do.
Yeah. And so, but I'll catch myself like sometimes having to like talk myself up. Like, no, you're gonna do it. You're gonna get on stage. Like right, wrong, or indifferent. You're going to go, and no matter what comes out of it, that's the best thing that could happen. Because even if you completely bomb and it's a horrible feeling, then at a minimum you get more comfortable with that feeling. And so now when I bomb, it's not that bad. Like it doesn't keep me up at night. The first time I ever did it, I think I was like up for like 2 days. Like how many people heard that?
Yeah.
Or like who saw that? Yeah, not a problem anymore. Like now it's like maybe like 30 minutes. I'm like, gosh, come on. And then, but now it actually typically motivates me to write better. Like anytime that I feel that I have like a mediocre set or even kind of bomb, like going out here locally,
It's kind of what I'm hoping for too. Yeah.
I come home and then I just sit behind the computer for, 30, 45 minutes. And I'm like, you're going to type out something before you go to bed. And I just do that. And then before I know it, I mean, it's almost like some rage fuel, like it's just like, I've got to prove them wrong, and it's working for me, man.
That's what I kind of hope for sometimes when I do go to Tiki Bar too. I want to like, all right, well, I haven't wrote anything new.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to fail. So that way I can come home a little bit upset. And maybe not that night because like, like when it comes down like 11 o'clock at night, I'm dead.
Yeah.
After a full day of being dad, of working, of coming home and doing all the stuff, leading up to bedtime.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
I'm done. Like right now, what is it?
What is it?
It's 10:06. I'm
10:06?
done.
Yeah.
This is the end of my day.
But I tell you the story you told me about your fiance and you, Mallory, right? That origin story and bringing it all, the family reunion, everything, like the confronting it. That's a great story. Lean into that, man. Tell that story. Make that the story you tell. I mean, I can see it's easy for me because outside looking in, I can see the humor in that.
All I feel, the only thing I see is that is just the I guess angst I had, or the like the dread of like, all right, did I just ruin this? Because what you had to do was I had to like shotgun it, like,
bro.
Hey, are we doing something or not? And
I'm literally doing that right now as we
you said you're gonna talk about it.
Gosh, so I've been single for a while because my last relationship was pretty bad. I'm not gonna bash her, but she just was a lady that I will just say was not a very nice lady, and turns out she liked to live a double life. So leave it at that. But yeah, it was. I'll tell you off camera all the details. But yeah, man, it So it ended, and then that was before I moved out here. Then I moved out here, and I quit drinking, started working on myself, lost like 30 pounds. I was like, all right, man, like, doing good, starting like a new chapter in my life, right? And so I made myself like this promise that I was going to take a break. I was going to be single for a while, work on myself, make sure everything was good, and process everything that I just went through, which was crazy. And then I decided, okay, when I start dating, I'm going to, this sounds horrible to say, but it's just the world we live in today. One girl at a time, strictly monogamous, and I'm going to be honest and straight up with them. Like here's who I am. Here's everything in my past. Here's all like everything, right? Gonna give everyone a fair shake and make sure that I don't bring any crap from a bad relationship and put it on someone who doesn't deserve it and potentially jeopardize something really good. And so anyway, some time goes by and I meet this girl and she's great, but she's in a relationship. And so for me personally, that's a no-fly zone. I don't care if it's a boyfriend, I don't care if it's fiance, husband. Like if you're just in a relationship, gone with you, out of here. And so I get to know her over a few months, and she's cool. We get along. And one day I crack a joke about being single or something, and she was like, "Yeah, like well, my boyfriend and I just broke up." And I was like, "Oh, ding, 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 here we go." So I slide my number across to her, and I'm like, "There you go." And I don't get a message back, and I'm like, "Well, that's great. All right, so now that that's out there."
Oh, so you've been kind of like cultivating a friendship up until that point. Okay,
until that point, right? So then it's pretty obvious what that was, right?
Okay, shotgunned it.
Yeah,
and it didn't go well.
Didn't get.
Okay.
And so I come back. She works at a restaurant, and so I come back, and now I got to pretend like that never even happened, right? I got to play it cool. So I just go back to our normal conversations. Next thing you know, we're trading books, we're talking to each other. It's going great. And then one day she slides her phone across the table and has it open for me to punch in my number. Punch it in. We start texting, talking. I found out she just got out of a long-term relationship, so she's dealing with all that. So there's times we'll hang out. It'll be cool. And I'm like, all right, there's something here. And then there's times where she's kind of standoffish. And then she had sent me a text and told me, she was like, "Oh, I'm kind of not ready for anything right now. I'm still processing all this stuff," which is understandable.
This is a double F girl?
No.
Okay,
This is a new girl here.
Okay, all right,
yeah,
gotcha.
The double F girl was like way before.
Okay, then you did some things, worked on yourself, then you opened up
here,
to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so took a break, and then so this is this girl. I just don't want to use her name on here.
Gotcha.
Right. So and so anyway, dude. So she kind of hits me with this whole like I'm not really ready for anything right now, and I'm like, dang, that sucks, right?
Is she
like,
gonna watch this?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I doubt it. I told her what it was, but I don't think she watches it.
Okay.
You know, bro, we're almost 40 minutes in. If she's made it to this point, congratulations. You know, that's a keeper. But so anyway, then she kind of hits me with like, let's just be friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I respond out of like a moment of self-respect. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. Like I'll go back to business as usual.
Yeah.
Like when I see you, but this kind of really started as more than a friendship. So I'm already kind of
not interested in going backwards.
Feeling this. But yeah. And so she was cool. And I basically just said, screw it to that. And then we just kept talking a little bit and then went out a few times and stuff. And so now I'm in this weird little limbo where.
Oh, so you have no idea what's going to happen.
I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, it's weird because like
I don't miss that part of dating.
Yeah, man, because she asked me out the other day, like just to go out to eat, and then I asked her to come to the comedy show on Friday, and she said yes. So
this one coming up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like future plans being made, and
Gotcha.
she knows my intentions. So I'm not putting a label on it, but I've also kind of like backed off and stuff a little bit. So I don't know. It's just, gosh, when you were describing that with Mallory, like I know exactly what you're talking about. And the crazy part, man, is I've been playing this right to a T. I've just been completely honest, genuine, total gentleman. I haven't even like, as far as like any of the adult behind in the bedroom stuff, not even remotely made a move like that. None of that stuff. Like I'm actually like really trying to do it like legit, but she obviously still got some stuff she got to work through. But then I don't know, just because it's like confusing too. Because then you can get like a text tomorrow that's like, "Hey, we got back together," and you're just like, "Gosh," like you're crushed. So I don't know. God, it's a horrible feeling. Yeah. Sorry, I just dumped that all on you right there, man.
Makes me feel kind of bad. Yeah. Like I'm feeling I'm feeling that pit in your stomach. Like I'm sharing it with you.
I'm trying to write a joke about it. Where
maybe don't do it Friday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I was gonna write a joke about dating and like dating a girl that's confused. Like if women can be like, have women ever been so like as a woman, have you ever been so confused that you made other people confused around you? Like so it's kind of.
I think that's a woman's like job. Like that's their prerogative.
Yeah, but she's great. She's cool. I like her a lot, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting the vibe that it probably won't be good timing on her part. So we'll see. But I ain't got 11 years of me, bro. I'm 34 right now, man. That put me at what, 50? Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, that would be
40,
us. I can't even do math. Yeah, 45.
44, whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, 44, 45. Oh, no. No.
Well, we started at 22, so that kind of changes things. And it was just, it built up to a good story, though, because it was very fairy tale like. I went to Hawaii with her and this other couple because her boyfriend at the time backed out of Hawaii with his girlfriend. He didn't want to go to Hawaii with his girlfriend. And because I was so good friends with just the group in general, like they're like, hey, well, he's not coming. Do you want to come? Because they're looking at like the spending, like dividing it between the four, and it would have been just so like, hey, you want to come and share this, financial, endeavor? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So like I got it. I went to a credit union.
Yeah.
And I got a loan for for vacation. And
I'm going to Hawaii.
What is the loan for? It's like vacation. Like, okay. And I think it was like maybe $1,700. I think is what it was. And bought the ticket, had spending money, money to give them for the car, the bungalow that we were in.
Yeah.
All that. So
heck yeah.
And I think the loan over time $50 in interest. That's it.
Yeah.
Pay it off. And so I have Hawaii with her as like a story when we weren't dating.
Bro, you're making me look bad. I got Andy's ice cream. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. It's like, what are you?
Cherry Garcia?
Yeah. I gotta start texting you for advice, man. I'd be like, all right. Josh,
unless you were going to put in time. Like I wouldn't, you don't want my advice.
Here's the
it
best
didn't work until late.
If my situation with this girl, which, hope for the best, but if it goes south, okay, here's what we have to do. Is you have to go on stage before me and do your set about your fairy tale life, okay? And then I immediately have to follow you with just the exact opposite of that,
Give them a whole spectrum of love.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, I don't know, but you're lucky you're not in the dating game, man, because dating in today's age is horrible, man. I don't know. I know people blame social media. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's just not good.
Nobody wants to work on. One, they don't want to work on themselves.
Yeah,
I think that's biggest. Like they don't want to work on themselves, and they don't want to take the time to help somebody else too.
Yeah,
also work on themselves.
Yeah,
like the idea is you water each other.
Yeah,
that's the way I've always been kind of told about.
It's literally a partnership.
Yeah, you help each other grow. No matter what you're dealing with, what kind of crap you have, for the girl's perspective, no matter what kind of crap you deal with, it don't matter what dude she chooses.
Yeah,
it's gonna just be different crap.
Yeah,
it's gonna like you have crap to deal with the other person because
for sure
they're human. They're dealing with life just as just like you are.
And everyone's got problems. It's just what problems do you want to deal with? And are you cool with that person's problems?
And social media tells us that everyone else is perfect and our person's the one that sucks. No. Everyone sucks.
Yeah.
And everyone has got to work on themselves and everyone needs help to be worked on.
I'll tell you, like, one big red flag that I've ran into with dating and stuff, which is why I actually took a break from dating for a while, is if I go out with a girl and the conversation of how much do I make a year comes up in that first date, there is no second date. And that happens a lot, man. Especially like at my age, because I'm 34, so I have a 10 up, 10 down rule. Okay, so
let's go explain.
Yeah,
elaborate.
So I'll go 10 years down. I'll go 10 years up.
Okay, with age. Okay,
yeah, with age. So, but typically it's usually plus or minus like 3 years, kind of thing, right? And so, but in this age range, I don't know if people are like getting worried about the future and settling down or something. I don't know. But yeah, if they start getting too nosy about like finances and stuff, I'm just like, nah, we're good. I'm not doing that.
I think I had that. I think the 3 people I probably dated in my 30s, they were, they're all pretty interested in that part. I wouldn't say worried, but they were like, what's going on with this? So I'm a dog groomer. I don't know if you knew that, but other than the comedy, okay.
Talk about it. You do talk about your life on stage, Josh, and I do pay attention to the comedians.
I just like most people go out, like the comedians, I think they have a bad habit of going out. And the best week I had, it was when everyone stayed in. I was like, oh, well, this is great. And it wasn't even like the comedians didn't make it funny. It was the girls, the women at the bar, old ladies at the bar. They are the ones that made like my best week. They made
the best people.
Yeah.
that go. I think it is.
It
They're
was either the
great.
week you took pictures or the week before. It was my best week. I was like, this feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
would
it's
have
because
been.
they were at the bar and they were paying attention though.
It would have been the week after Mary's fundraiser.
Okay.
I think so. Right. It would have been close to that
Yeah.
time. It would have been close to that time.
Somewhere in
Sure.
there, yeah. Because you did the fundraiser. There's a week between. Then you did
Mm-hmm.
the photos.
Yeah.
All right, one of those 2 weeks. But best time, and all the comedians stayed in instead of going out to hang out. Which I mean, like I know that's a big deal with comedians. They love the hang.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
But they all stayed in, and it definitely helped with just.
I'll tell you, that is actually a big pet peeve of mine. Is if someone comes to, even if it's just an open mic, if you're now, if you just pop into a random one and it's just a one-off thing, whatever, fine.
Yeah.
But if you are a comedian, this is what you do, and you enjoy this, do your stuff, but support the other people doing it as well.
I watched your crap. Watch mine, please.
Yes. You might learn something, even if it's something not to do. Now, I mean, even I've had to go get equipment or put stuff up out in the car and stuff like during, whatever. But when it's like, okay, I'm done, I'm just gonna leave.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like they do what they want to do. They do what they come there to do, and then they want to go outside and hang out the whole time instead of helping the other people out.
Sure.
Or even if you're not going to say anything, just being a body in the room. That helps
because it's gonna create that atmosphere. It's gonna make it better and stuff. And then
because if it's empty, no one's gonna want to laugh because then they're the only one laughing.
Yeah.
So it helps when everyone says it.
Especially if you do like a edgy joke or something like that you're maybe most people are like kind of cautious at laughing at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So of course they don't want to be 3 people in the room and then be like, oh, did I just laugh at that?
Right.
And then everyone saw or whatever, or the other 2 people saw. But yeah, so I always try to stick there and like support it as much as I can, even throw out a couple of courtesy laughs when it's going horrible,
Try to do that too. Try to pass on love.
Now the people I don't feel bad are the people who've been doing it for years. And they start bombing, I'm like, nah, you know what you're doing. You just went out there and tried some risky stuff and it didn't work out too well for you. So, but I'm getting to the point now, man, where some of the guys, like Chris or like Evan, some of the guys that kind of don't take this serious, comedy, and they'll make fun of me during their sets, and I'll kind of poke fun at them too. So
that's what I've been trying to do too. Like,
that's cool to see that cohesion there,
When I first started doing it, I wanted to be first. Just so like, just for my nerve's sake. Nerve's sake, I was like, I try to sign up first, get done so I can. All right. The rest of the night, I can sit back, I can watch everybody and be fine. But now he's been doing like random order. He hasn't even put out the list. He's like, let's go random order.
He literally looks, and we're talking about our friend Chris Luker that runs Don't Take This Serious comedy production company. They host free comedy shows, open mics. They always have really good comedians that come in at the Tiki Bar and Grill in Shreveport every Friday, 8 p.m. You should definitely check it out. They're also tagged in a lot of our stuff. But Chris, he will literally just look around the room and be like, you, next. And then you just go. So you could end up going last or you could end up going first. You don't really know.
I've been trying to grab from what people were saying and like try to find a way to do a kind of cold open like that.
Yeah. You should have been there. I don't remember seeing it. Were you there last Friday? You weren't there last Friday.
I haven't been in 3 weeks.
Okay. All right.
It's been tough 3 weeks.
And, So like, including myself, there was like 4 comedians that just talked about like getting out of a horrible relationship, like relatively recently, right? And I use quotations from mine because it's been a little while. But and then Evan Cooper got on there and just made fun of us. He was like, "Gosh, like that's horrible." Like I get like self-deprecating, like content or whatever, or sets and all that. He was just like, y'all need to just give up. He's like, y'all are bumming me out over here, And I was like, yeah. Of course, he was doing it in his own Evan way, So
I've had something on Pearl twice, and every time she like, I think she leaves like not to go outside and hang, but like I think she like takes off for the night.
Gets in the car.
And like, yeah. And I usually have something like about her. I'm like, is Pearl still here? And she's always gone.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're pretty good. I'm like, man, I got something good here. And she's always gone for it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, she's funny too. I've seen her, I think I've only seen her perform like twice so far, maybe 3 times, but she's pretty good.
She took a big long break, I think. I mean,
but she's been doing it a while though.
I'm pretty spotty when I come, so she might be hitting the times I'm not there, but it feels like she took a break for a while. Man,
so today's the day that Trump is addressing the nation. So you just gonna like completely pivot off subject. I don't know. It just popped in my head. I got like a little bit of ADHD going on here. So as soon as you leave, I'm actually going to watch it. But man, dude, all this stuff going on, like Iran and everything. I mean, regardless who you vote for, I mean, that's still, and then he's addressing the nation basically now. And I'm like, what is this guy going to say? Because they cut off basically all major like cable networks. Like
Survivor was about to,
CBS,
I think they had a 2-hour special they had.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
they're not going to be aired.
I've only ever seen that happen. I think 9/11 was one. Like it's major events, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but dude,
you could have postponed this if you wanted. I didn't know it was that serious. I try not to follow it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know where I was going with that. It just popped into my head. I was like, yeah, bring that up. And I was like, that has nothing to do with what you're talking about right now. I will do that quite frequently. But yeah, I've been watching that stuff here lately. I'm just like, gosh, man, like, are we on the start of World War III? You know, I'm just trying to go out laughing.
We're back champs, so I think we're doing good.
That would be some wild stuff to see. But like little things have been happening because I spent 10 years in the military too. Okay. So that's why I do. We talk about it a lot on this show, like, military and politics and stuff. But freaking like the Army just raised enlistment age to 42 now. And I think they lowered some of the physical requirements. And I'm like, can you not see the writing on the walls here? Like, this is not good, guys. You know,
like those are the frontline people they're going to add to it.
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what he has to say. So this might be the last episode before we all end up vaporized or something like that. But yeah, man. So you done comedy here in Shreveport, Tiki Bar and Grill every Friday, 8 p.m. Remember it anyway. And then you done it out in Rose City. Have you ever like thought about trying to expand or try like, I don't know, maybe take a vacation with the family, specifically Austin or like?
Oof, man, I don't know if I don't know if I'd do Austin.
Have you been down there and seen that?
No.
Let me tell you something, my man. I've been down there several times. That is a circus happening there. It is insane. And like someone just spilt a whole crate of bananas. Like everyone is going crazy. There are so many comedians.
Comedy or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because of the amount of people.
Okay.
It's literally, I call it Hollywood of comedy. That's all it is. And so after COVID, once everything kind of opened up there, they just from all over the country, literally all over the world, actually, they just flocked there.
Yeah, I've heard that with Rogan, with Kill Tony. Like I heard that's a new spot to go to.
So the big guys, and I've been to Rogan's Club, I think like 4 times. You know, it's actually if you want to go somewhere cool, like a really cool comedy club, it's perfect. Like it's a great time, and the tickets are relatively cheap.
Okay. Last time I went to Austin, it was for a semi-pro tryout for basketball.
There you go. Yeah. Really?
Like like pretty much open mic for basketball. Like you paid a fee, and they're like, we'll watch you play and see if you're any good. And so what it was 300 ballers.
Yeah.
That showed up, and ballers means anyone that is good at 18 years old to there was probably a 45-year-old who was out of shape. I mean, completely out of shape, and he showed up, and he paid for his jersey to do his tryout. It was a 5-hour tryout. And
this reminds me of that movie, The Replacements, with Keanu Reeves.
I've never seen that.
You never seen it? No. I think it was like.
I know what movie that is. I just never actually seen it.
It's pretty good. Just check it out.
That's the last time I went there, and
man, yeah. So Austin has about 1 million people that live in it, right? And there are thousands of comedians there. Like it is so oversaturated, it is insane. Everyone is trying to do stand up and trying to make it there.
Yeah.
And so every club you go to, if you try to sign up for anything. Good luck even getting any stage time. And if you do, they're just like, oh, you're number 30 on the list. And so the entire room is literally just people waiting for you to get off stage so they can get on stage. Horrible experience. And to put that in perspective, like the Shreveport area, like if you include like the surrounding area, you got what, like 500,000 people? And how many comedians do you think we actually have in this city? A few dozen?
Yeah, I was going to say 50, just like high number of, and that's anybody who's like, well, I've been on stage.
Yeah. So imagine that with a couple of more decimal places, and but yeah, I didn't like it. And I've worked with a couple of comedians from there that make a living doing comedy. One of them actually works at Rogan's Club too, man. And they all have told me the same thing. They're like, that's not the place to start a career. They were like, basically get good somewhere else and then get invited down there. They're like, if you just show up, like, good luck, man.
Yeah. That's kind of the plan I had, was just do what I can here and make friends along the way.
Yeah.
If someone sees me that they want to, like, hey, I want you to
That's the
come
big
with me.
thing with all this. That's one thing I've noticed, because I was doing this long before I really got into stand-up. I was doing the networking side of things. So what I would do is I would do photography for comedy shows. And then that was always my in, because I would do them for free.
Yeah.
And that would get me in with people. And then that was literally all I was trying to do, was just recruit people who were performing these comedy shows to come on this podcast. That's all that was for. So kind of like, you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of thing. But one thing I've realized is, especially in the comedy game, there's no set path to do it. And it's literally down to networking. So you just have to be like a decent person and just be good to people.
Yeah.
And just be nice, because no one likes to work with a jerk. So, and there's been a couple of people I've ran across over the years where I'm like, you're not really going to make a career out of this if you keep treating people like that, because I'll get on stage and say some crazy stuff, but that's not how I'm going to talk to anybody when I'm talking to them face to face, Sometimes people are a little shocked. They're like,
of what you would say, like, in person, or?
Because I don't really say any of that crazy stuff in person.
Okay, so the stage is where the
the stage is the character. Yeah,
okay,
I step off, I'm out of that like immediately, So, and I'm developing it more too, because I'm thinking about, I want to incorporate some, I don't want to say anger, but think Bill Burr.
I wish I can do that too. Like, there's Derek Stroop is someone I watch that I'm like, I wish I could figure out how to be like that.
Yeah.
Like, I love the way like he just like gets on and yells, and that was his handle and thing for a while, was just yelling. And I was like, man, that's so good.
Yeah.
And just the way he used it. And then would be yelling for a while, and then get on like, I'm gonna tell a joke here in a minute. I'm like, and I love that line.
Oh yeah, dude. I think Bill Burr is one of the greatest comedians, and to be able to it's like catching lightning in a bottle. If you can take, I want to say anger in quotations, but if you can take that anger, like that level of like passion into it, and you can actually control it and direct it in a certain way, like inside of a joke, that's a tough one to sell. Because me personally, if I got out there and yelled, I would feel so awkward. Yeah. Like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah, I don't yell for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when me and my fiance, if we ever have
I'm not a
heated discussion, I'm like, I am quiet. Not because I'm like,
Yeah.
but anytime that it's time for us to talk, like, it's a very soft, it's very like I'm gentle.
Yeah.
I'm just easy.
Yeah.
I'm calm. So like it would be a complete opposite of who I really am. It'd be hard to kind of like have some authenticity.
It takes a lot to get me to yell, man. It really does. Like in my personal life, like I'm typically very calm and stuff. Yeah. So if you ever see me yell, I'm just like, yep, that's
something happened.
something happened,
She did not go on that date with him.
Yeah.
She asked about his money.
Well, I know we're about to wrap it up, man, but I just want to say, dude, I want to keep having you on the show. I want to see your comedy career progress. Like, just come back in like on a semi-regular basis, man, and then like we'll see how many shows you've done, how your set's going, like, and that would be cool for like people who watch it to see too, like, but hey, here's the origin story before they click on your special on Netflix, right? I'll be like, all right, dude, Josh did it. But it'd be cool to be able to document that and kind of like see that for what it's worth, man.
For sure.
It'd be cool. And then you could always go back and look and be like, oh, if you ever start like getting really good at it and start doing longer sets and stuff, you can be like, oh, there was that, back then. So, but do you have anything that you want to plug, like social media wise and stuff, man, or anything like that?
No, it's not ready yet for. Well, I'm not posting anything on it. It's just me showing my girl, if anything, like just girly photos, maybe a dog, and then,
Okay.
I think that's really it. I don't really post a lot anymore.
Okay.
I used to love posting. I used to love doing TikTok. And
well, if you ever get to the point to where you want to start like putting your stuff for like comedy purposes out there, just dude, let me know. We'll get you back in here, man, and then we'll try to pump it up as much as we can.
For sure.
As long as the algorithm gods work with us, at this point, I think it's a crapshoot, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. I really do.
Well, I tried on TikTok, and nothing would ever work. And I put so much time into editing these videos, and I'm not good at editing, so like it was. I'm sure there was easier ways to do it that you had to be more knowledgeable about. Yeah. But I did the most just manual way possible to edit videos, and just all that work for 300 views. Like,
Yep.
I can't keep doing this.
Oh, I've spent time editing like episode, like we've gone down the rabbit hole with this stuff to get 10 views. And it'd be like, oh, that was a hour and a half, 2 hour, or an hour long interview, plus all the editing behind it, and 10 views.
Yeah.
Cool. And then sometimes I've made like a 30-second clip off the cuff that I didn't even write. And it'll be like 15,000 views. Like, okay, how does that even work? You know?
Yeah.
So I think it's all random at this point.
If anyone knew, they would just do it all the time.
But Josh, you got anything else for us, man? Anything you want to like bring up, touch up, man? Anything like that?
I was going to ask you who your comedy, like what got you thinking to do it?
The first comedian that I ever watched that I still maintain is probably one of the best orators ever in the last century, George Carlin.
Okay.
Yeah. Specifically his "It's Bad for You" special, I think is really good.
So I never heard him. I know who he is. I got his face in my head. I just never actually listened to him.
He did it for a long time, and he would tell stories, but every single set he did, he made a very good point. It wasn't just like, oh, this is just funny. Like he's like, I'm actually making a point with what I'm saying, and it would literally will change how you see issues.
Gotcha.
And you'd be like, oh wow, I never thought of it like that. Very hypercritical of government, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, he's really good.
Did you watch him at like a young age or something, or like?
I was a young kid, and one of those staying up past your bedtime kind of things. I stumbled on HBO and I saw one of his specials, and I was like, I didn't even watch the whole thing, I don't think, but I was just completely captivated. So then, as a teenager, I would go on to watch more George Carlin, and then eventually that bled into other comedians. And then around the time I was getting close to getting out of high school, that's when Dane Cook did Vicious Circle, and I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was like, that was really good. And that was when he was very, very, very popular.
I was a Dano fan.
Yeah, he might have been the #1 comedian at the time, like in the world, and just from numbers. And then later, I would discover Bill Burr. I would really get into Bill Burr. I liked him a lot, and I don't know, they're all for different reasons. But the OG one for me was George Carlin. Right now, I really like Neil Brennan. You know who that is?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got 3 specials on Netflix right now. His 3 Mics special is really good. I think that's like one of the greatest like works of art in stand-up comedy ever. He has 3 microphones on stage. One's for one-liners.
Is he really tiny? Is that him?
Tall but really skinny.
Yeah, like really just narrow.
Glasses. Yeah. He's the
He has the one about the guns, like the like why people like the 2A amendment and like, oh, so you want to go against the government who's got all these big guns?
I think that might be him.
Okay, all right. I got his picture, man. I haven't seen the full special, but I seen some clips.
Him and Dave Chappelle created the Chappelle Show together.
Okay.
So, which till this day they still have the greatest agreement ever. They would never divulge under any circumstances who wrote what jokes. Because obviously there's a lot of racial humor in the Chappelle Show. So Dave being black, Neil being white.
Right.
That protected Neil from getting in trouble with anything. And they've never told anyone who wrote what jokes.
Would never have guessed that between them two. Because like just the way he looks. Like, he's not hanging with anybody.
But I like Neil Brennan a lot because he talks about really deep stuff. So like his 3 Mics one, which I like a lot, is 1 microphone is for regular stand-up, 1 is for one-liners, and then 1 is just some real stuff. Like he's not even joking around. Like, and he has a lot of issues.
Does he walk like from here to here for the 3 microphones? Okay, all right.
And so he's like in that character with each one. It's worth watching. And he talks a lot about mental health and a lot of things that he's been through and stuff because he has some chronic like depression and stuff like that. And it's pretty good. And then he's also created really good work too. Another one that I've started to like a lot, John Mulaney. Baby J. Yeah. I like his last special where he comes clean about everything.
I haven't seen that.
So he has tons of specials that have been out, but in the closet, unbeknownst to anybody, well, his close friends, but the general public, severe drug addict, like severe. But he was always, because he always wears suits.
He always kind of like mentioned like drugs in his stuff though, right?
He never, as far as I can recall, he never really talked. I
swore there was one at least.
He might have. Okay. Maybe, I mean, I can't. He's had so much content that's out there. But basically, life kind of came to a head, and then all the friends and stuff and family came together and had a little intervention. And then he got clean, and then he came out and made a new special, and then he completely owned up to all of it. And then and he actually kind of flipped it because there was people like the media trying to kind of smear him for it. And then he kind of flipped it around and just owned it. And then it basically empowered him to make what I think is probably his best special he's ever done.
All right.
So, yeah, a lot of brutal honesty towards the end, but he obviously makes fun of it and does it in a really good way.
Gotcha.
So, but anyway, man, I think it's about time we wrap this up.
All right.
Yeah, you got to sleep at some point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to plug some stuff real quick before we get up out of here. So if you're in Shreveport area and you want to see some stand-up comedy for free every Friday at 8 p.m. at the Tiki Bar and Grill in Shreveport, don't take this serious. The comedy production company owned by Chris Luker, they host free comedy shows. Open mic, anybody can sign up. They also have pretty polished comedians that come in and kind of anchor the show and keep it together. So even if you don't want to perform, you're still guaranteed to see something really good. Also, we have some really cool merch for sale now on Amazon. So just get on Amazon if you want to support the channel. Check out Dumpster Diaries Podcast. We got t-shirts, hoodies, throw pillows, tumblers, phone cases, you name it. Every single penny that is earned from that goes directly to support this show and support the guests and the people that we work with. If you want to check out my social media, you can just look up Justin Allen Comedy, all one word, all lowercase on Instagram. I just made it a few weeks ago, so get out there and support it. But thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.